Welcome back to Houston Newsmakers, where we continue the KPRC2 Investigates team look into the problems and challenges our system faces as it deals with people arrested and charged with crimes. Last segment, we talked about how bail gets set and in some cases creates great inequity in who is released and who's not. Now we look at pretrial services, the part of the system that's charged with keeping track of people released on bail. KPRC2 investigator Mario Diaz reports on the challenge now being faced and a possible solution that's already in place.
There isn't one silver bullet to address this complicated issue of criminal justice.
Complicated it is, especially in Harris County, where brazen, violent crime has surged in recent years. Over 50,000 felony cases lingering in the judicial pipeline, according to the district attorney's office. Criminal defendants charged with violent acts, awaiting their day in court. More than 31,000 currently being monitored by what is known as pretrial services.
We had 300 people on electronic monitoring pre-pandemic. There's 4,000 on now.
The department exists to track defendants before trial and make sure they follow the rules. Rules like checking in, submitting to drug tests, and wearing monitors. When they don't, they let the court know right away. KPRC2 Investigates reviewed court records and found that's not always happening. We identified defendants charged with murder out on bond, violating their bond conditions. And although they were being monitored 24/7, the court wasn't made aware until months later.
My immediate objective to this job is to supervise people while they're released on conditions of pretrial supervision.
Natalie Michaelides was named Director of Pretrial Services in September.
We're changing how we train people into making it more comprehensive.
But finding people to train is another story. Currently, 88 of their 256 positions are vacant, with the pivotal electronic monitoring unit needing to fill nearly half of their open slots.
How big of a challenge has the staffing issue been for you so far?
We're facing the same exact things that many jurisdictions, many businesses across the country are facing.
So where is it being done better? KPRC2 Investigates found a potential solution a few hours west in San Antonio.
You can always improve, you can always be better.
Mike Lozito heads up pretrial services for Bexar County.
We're trying to be holistic here.
He calls it therapeutic justice.
The best public safety is to get somebody on the right track.
In Bexar County, the department provides immediate services and resources to defendants like treatment for mental health and addiction, and even assistance in getting a job.
We had one where we had, I think it was 9 individuals that came in, and I think 7 of them got jobs.
Lozito tells KPRC2 Investigates their one-of-a-kind facility has attracted officials from Atlanta, New Orleans, and Los Angeles, as well as several Texas counties, all of them looking to model themselves in some form after Bexar County.
I don't believe any county has their own kind of where they've invested in a facility that, you know, provides one-stop services.
And this is while a defendant is awaiting their day in court.
Yes.
How does Harris County view the operations of Bexar County as far as a potential solution?
That is something we would look to do in the future, but right now we're focusing on the fundamentals.
Focusing on the fundamentals. Mario here right now. Those fundamentals, focusing on that, it looks like an insurmountable kind of job to be done to get the fundamentals up to where it's going to be acceptable.
It is such a complex issue right now. And everyone's trying to, as you heard the judge say, there is no silver bullet. She's 100% right, because you have so many different pieces to this massive puzzle. However, if you take one piece at a time, the key pieces, address those first, there can build that way up to a solution. What we saw in San Antonio did not happen like that. It took several years.
We mentioned about this earlier, that the San Antonio model seems so un-Texas-like, with all due respect. I mean, Texas is like, you arrest you, you put you, it doesn't sound like it's kind of like, okay, here, we're going to train you. It doesn't seem like that.
Let me tell you something. They're doing therapeutic justice, but it's still very Texas-like, and here's how. Texas, we love it when everybody comes together and we're all on the same page. That's been the Texas way from when I was a little boy growing up here. They have everybody on the same page in San Antonio. They realize, hey, many years ago, we might have to build a jail for 5,000 more people. And they're like, let's not do that. Let's make the system better. And at the same time, here's the other Texas component here, accountability. They are basing everything they are doing in San Antonio as long as they see accountability at the very end.
With the case of, to be fair with Ms. Michaelides, she's only been on the job since September.
No, and
there's a lot going on.
And I pointed that out. I mean, she has just been appointed to the job. She is open to looking for solutions. In fact, after she saw our report, I received an email from her the very next morning saying, you know what, thank you for pointing out about Bexar County. I'm planning to take a trip there very soon.
Good news, good news. Investigates work, gets something done on behalf of the state, and the county now may be going to migrate toward that. Thank you, Mario. Good work as always. Appreciate your reporting.